Welcome to Pixarize's scene for vitamin B9, or folate, part of our series on the vitamins. This scene takes place under the cover of darkness, where something nefarious is afoot. Let's jump in and maybe sound some alarms. First, we're going to take stock of the situation. It seems that Farmer Jacob's prized foal is being swiped in the night by a masked bandit. Farmer Jacob was going to sell this foal to fund his daughter's bat mitzvah. Now how on earth is she going to have the most magical night of her life? This majestic foal is here to represent Folate, and if we take a closer look at our heartless thief, we can see that he or she might have been thwarted after all by this tangle of vines swarming with bees. This bee vine is our symbol for vitamin B9. And now that we've covered both our folate foal and our B9 bee vine, let's consider our thief. You know, we don't have the full story here. We don't know who this thief is or why they're trying to steal Farmer Jacob's foal. I mean, sure, it could be a greedy rival farmer, but what if it's just someone who needs to pay the bills and feed their family, and just doesn't have anywhere left to turn? What if it's actually Jacob's 12-year-old daughter and she's sabotaging her own bat mitzvah in an attempt to stay a child forever? It really makes you think. But no matter who the thief is, they're still primarily here to represent THF, or tetrahydrofluoric acid. Pronounced thief, not thuf, obviously. THF acts as a cofactor for a number of methylation reactions, those involving the transfer of a single carbon. And if you look at the muzzle on our fancy foal, you'll notice it's a metal muzzle. Metal for methylation, of course. Since we're already zoomed in on our foal's mouth, let's explain its funky rainbow teeth. These teeth look a lot like nucleotides, don't they? They do, because that's what they are. THF is a cofactor in the synthesis of both DNA and RNA nucleotides, so we've made our foal's teeth look like some multicolored base pairs. It's pretty funny, actually. A horse's age can be estimated from its dentition, and the phrase, "don't look a gift horse in the mouth," actually comes from the practice of checking to see how old and useless a gifted horse was by checking its teeth. Makes you wonder how much a foal with nucleotide teeth is worth. I'm going to guess a lot, since that's insane. Now, the last thing on our agenda is to discuss how folate gets in the body. Folate can be found in leafy green vegetables like lettuce and spinach. And we've represented this with a big trough of greens that our foal had been munching on prior to the intrusion of our thief. After consuming folate-containing food, folate is then absorbed in the small intestine, specifically in the jejunum. To help you remember the jejunum, you'll notice there are several June bugs around the trough. June bugs for jejunum might make those leafy greens seem less appetizing to you, but I'm sure foals don't mind an extra crunch. And that's it for folate, or vitamin B9. Tune into our next scene where we talk about folate deficiencies. But first, someone's got to do something to stop this crime, or at least figure out who's behind it. Preferably with multiple cartoony mask pole reveals and a shocking twist. Otherwise, it's just boring old petty crime. Until next time.